Watch this. So let me make two things clear, guys. Okay. One, I mean, if I wanted, even I could have said, oh, you know what, I'm bedridden. Okay, I can't walk at the moment for last 1.5 months. And for next 3 months, I can't walk. Why should I teach people for free? Or why should I even work? But then I can't make that excuse. I'm still trying my best, trying to, help the community, help people understand why this field or why this domain of data science is now becoming very, very important. In the next 1 year, today I'm giving you free. Tomorrow, next 1 year, you will come to me asking me, sir, please train me. I will pay you. Just wait for another 6 to 8 months. And that will be the situation. So, one, if I see that people three course certification, okay? So I'll be giving certifications. I'll be giving certificates to whom? One, who will attend at least 75% of sessions. Second, who will attempt all quizzes starting from Monday. All quizzes. Third, I'm saying attempt. Forget the score. I'm not taking the score. I'm saying attempt all the quizzes on my platform. Third, who will attempt at least one assignment. Who will actually attempt one assignment, he will get the certificate. The fourth criteria is active participation. Active participation on WhatsApp group. Now, when I say what active participation, many times I'm giving you people. Can you go on mute? I'm giving you people. Please go on mute.
5 marks. Yes.
So many times I'm giving you people some topic to discuss on WhatsApp. Okay, those topics are important when it comes to your career, when it comes to the market related to data science. So people who will try all these 4 criteria, will meet all these 4 criteria, will get the certificate on this free course. One, I will check how many people have attended 75% of the sessions. Second, who will attend all the quizzes starting from Monday. I'll be uploading the quizzes on the platform. Third, who will attempt at least one assignment. This assignment will come after completing another maybe 4 to 5 sessions. Attempt at least one assignment. I'm saying attempt. I'm not talking about the score. I'm talking about the attempt. I want to see your effort. I'm more interested in seeing your interest rather than the score. Then fourth is active participation on WhatsApp group when it comes to the discussion. Because that is also important to understand. I want to understand how many people are actually, they have a very clear thought process. How many people can give solution to the problems inside the company? How many people can have the, the strength to clear the interviews? If I don't see the participation, I don't know who are the gems out of these 200 people. I cannot identify the gems. This is one part for the free course certification. Before I start with Tableau, let me give you another very important thing. I'm coming up very, very by maybe latest by next week, I will be announcing it officially. Okay, let me tell you what I'm coming up with. I'm coming up with talented 10. Now, what is this talented 10? I will identify based the first, all these criteria will come into picture. All these criteria will definitely come into picture. At least the attendance of the sessions. Then criteria will be 1, attendance. Attendance. 2, they will have to write a quiz and score above 85% to get into the top talented 10. Third, you'll be given a group discussion on Zoom call. So the first criteria who will be screened, this is the first criteria to get screened. If you are coming in 75% attendance, then this is the second criteria where you'll be shortlisted. I will give you some questions. It will be a very generic question based on your company, based on basic data, based on whatever I have taught you. Whatever I have taught you last whatever sessions. If you clear your quiz with 85%, third will be a good discussion for another criteria for selection. If you reach here, we'll be identify those top 10 with 2 backups. That is 12. 2 backups. So they'll be called talented then, and they will go through a complete data analysis training. They will be going through complete data analysis training for 16 weeks with assignments, interviews. We'll also find jobs for you. We'll also send you for interview. Everything from zero to hero. And you will be paying zero fee. You will be paying 0 fee. No fee, no charges. Everything will be provided by us. And these top talented will reach the industry. I'll be their mentor myself. No outsider, nothing, not my team members. I'll be their mentor myself. You'll be having live classes every Saturday and Sunday. You'll be having one-on-one sessions. Another very important criteria that I need over here, you will have to give us time. So one criteria is if anyone is saying, sir, I'll not, I have office also, I can't do this, and then, sorry. Because I need people who can commit, who can dedicate time, who can give time to do the assignments, to come on one-on-one for mentoring and learn, attempt the quizzes, do the assignments, everything. They have to be serious. Only then you'll be joining us for next 4 to 6, 16 to 18 weeks. And trust me, getting a job is my responsibility. Or not only job, you may be having job already. Getting a growth in your career in terms of salary, in terms of promotion, I take this as a challenge more than you. And when I take it as a challenge, I don't leave it halfway. So let me see out of these 200 people, who are the talented 10 that I can get. I'll start the selection by next week. I will announce it on the group officially, and we will start the criteria, the entire process. And by October 1st week, we will start with the talented 10, and we will go ahead very hard. And you will see the result. That's my guarantee. You'll see the result for these 10 people. Okay? So, no fee, but hard work. Is it okay? How many people raise your hand? How many people think this is going to be good? This is going to be helpful. 2, 3,
It should be good, sir.
5, 6.
Also, I'm also here, sir. Arun.
Great, sir. Great. It's gonna be great.
Sorry?
I said it's gonna be great, sir. For all
No,
of us.
it's not only this. Hold on. See, I have a long-term vision, okay? I don't plan it for short, If you think I have collected 200 people, plus I'm collecting another 100, it's not that I will disappoint them. No. If I have said 3, I mean it. I don't advertise my program. I don't sell my product, please. I've never done this, and I'm not going to sell my product. I'm not going to say, what, this is for this, free. No. If you are interested in coming for a paid course, you're always welcome, and you can trust me. If you are interested, I will invite you for a Zoom call. Otherwise, I'm not one person who will call you to say, join my paid courses. I don't do this. If I promise something free, that's fine. So first we are going with talented 10. First we are going to talented 10. After looking at the outcome, after looking at the hard work, after looking at the progress on this, we will start with top 20. We will start with top 20. Very soon, maybe 2 months, or maybe let's say October, November, maybe beginning of December. Beginning of December, we will go to top 20. Similarly, there will be many more things coming up to motivate you, to make you energetic, to make you enthusiastic, and to make you realize that career is important, guys. Career is important, and it does not come for free. And if it is coming for free, please give value to it. Value it. Because it is free for you, but trust me, it's not free for me. It is an investment for me. Okay? So let's get back to Tableau now. Prepare yourself. Whenever I'm giving a group discussion on the WhatsApp, please try writing 1 or 2 lines. That is for your betterment. Okay? So let's start with Tableau. And what we are going to learn in Tableau today, let me explain. Anand sir, thank you so much for attending each and every session of mine. I'm obliged, and I feel very happy when you are a part of this session. It should be a motivation for all the other people who don't attend. Thank you,
Anup. Thank you, Anup.
Okay. So now today in Tableau part 2, we are going to learn how to visualize clustering and how to visualize time series forecast on Tableau. Now, why did I pick these 2 topics first? One, if you don't understand, it's very easy. It'll take you maybe 10 minutes to learn the visualization of clustering and time series. But if you don't understand clustering and time series in terms of analysis, let's say time series analysis of clustering, or what we call segmentation, if we don't understand this on R or Python or Excel, wherever, if we don't understand the concept, if we don't understand the significance, importance of time series and clustering in your business, you can visualize it, but if you can't explain, your Tableau knowledge is incomplete. Nobody will ask you, nobody will respect you. That is why whatever I'm teaching you, this clustering and time series, whatever we are doing on Tableau, they should go in hand with your R and Python statistical analysis. They must go hand in hand. Otherwise, you will remain an incomplete aspirant or a learner. And that's why I'm trying my best to, integrate your Tableau Power BI with R and Python. Your learning is getting integrated with Tableau or Power BI with R or Python. Both have to go in hand in hand. Otherwise, you're not a complete data analyst. And that is why if you see, I had sent you one small PDF last evening by saying, what do the markets, what do the organization look for you as a data analyst? And how many of you watched that? How many of you saw that PDF which I posted last evening? Raise your hand. Just one person. Just one person saw that PDF. Very good. That is a challenge. That is a challenge we have, that we are not, whatever I'm posting on the group, you're not watching it. Because you feel they are, spam or there's too much. Yeah, I'm just opening for 2 minutes. Here. Hope you all can see this. This is what I posted last evening in the group. What do organizations expect from a trained and certified data analyst? They are saying this is a must. They're saying at the base, the strongest point, your base should be very, very strong, which is strong at fundamentals, understanding of descriptive statistics, understanding of hypothesis testing, application of exploratory data analysis, conceptually strong at regression analysis. This is the base they're looking for. The second level, what they're looking for, hands-on experience on Python on R or Python. Third level, what they're looking for is hands-on experience on Tableau and Power BI or Power BI. They're saying you must be strongest at this. You must be equally good at this. You have to have this. Then good to have strong knowledge of Excel, exposure to SQL, good stakeholder management, excellent interpersonal skill, experience of handling data for 1 to 2 years, minimum of 2 academic projects, 1 live project. Then, if you have these skill sets, you become a certified data analyst in the market, and people will absorb you easily. Then, what is the next level they expect? Not this level they expect. The next level is data scientist. You must understand or have the overview of machine learning and deep learning. So the moment you finish this, you're moving to machine learning, or you become a data scientist. But this is a first stage. The market, the companies are looking for you. There are many, many jobs in the market, but we don't have people. Okay? So the top talented, the talented 10 will get this everything. Those talented 10, if they require, we will move them to next level, to move them to the market. Okay, so now, Tableau. Let's first start with clustering. What is clustering? Let's understand this a little bit. Many of you may be knowing, but let me start this. Let me give you the basics. And when I'm training you on R and Python as part of the free course, then we will talk in detail. Clustering, or you can also say segmentation. Generally, I'll give you a very general example. When you go for marketing, sales and marketing, what are you doing? If you're planning to launch a product, let's say you're launching a mobile phone. Now, when you're launching a mobile phone, you're planning to bring 5 models. You're planning to bring 5 models to the market. So definitely when you're planning to bring 5 models, you have to identify your customers for who will purchase all these 5 models. So now let's say you are in a city of Delhi. You are in Delhi. In Delhi, you have certain population. Your population has, top class, or let's say, upper class people, then middle class people, then you have whatever, lower middle class, then you have lower class, so many. You have all type of people. But thing is, when we are surveying, after survey, we have to create segments. So now that I know, I cannot give a pricing to my 5 models right now. I cannot give a, first I have to create segments. I go to certain area and I see that I have a lower segment where my people have a, let's say on average, an income of 15,000 per month. Their education level maybe class 12 plus something, plus their social life. Lot of many factors they consider. Now, based on this survey, they are saying this is a segment where we can cater to the lower class, and for this segment, I cannot keep a pricing of between, let's say 10 to 12,000 for a phone. The maximum that, or the minimum, or the maximum that we will find, the maximum that I can sell a mobile phone in this segment, maybe for 10 to 12,000. Now I move to another segment where I want to sell a phone for a higher range. Then I say, okay, lower middle class. I see the salary is higher. So now for this segment, I might give a pricing of maybe 18 to 20,000. So this is the way we are going to create different segments. So as I can say, cluster 1, cluster 2. My cluster 1 has an average salary of 15,000. My cluster 2 has an average salary of 20,000. My cluster 3 has an average salary of maybe 50,000. So for cluster 4, cluster 5. So based on these clustering, we create segments. Based on the segments, we target our customers and we price it. We give our products a price, we give our products a model name, we give the products a features. So definitely based on the pricing, I will give the features. So this is the basic concept of clustering, where we will be learning on R. Where we'll be learning on R when we, maybe this will come after some time, maybe after a month or two, after another 6 to 8 session, 10 session. So we'll be learning clustering on R, and we understand what this clustering is all about and how does it help us in my role, how will it help me in my business, how is it going to improve or add value to my business. So I'm just, giving you something. I'm not taking everything, but so we will learn clustering on R and Python. Now I'll show you some how the clusters look like. This is very, there are too many clusters of this. So now we will try to improve it. But I mean, I'm not teaching you about the concept of clustering everything right now. I'm just trying to show you how this dendrogram, the cluster, how they look like in your business, and how do we segment them? How do we do marketing? Okay, now I have to run everything again. So it's okay. So I'll be training you on this, so don't worry. Right now, let's see the cluster on Tableau. So this is my same data, what I trained you on last time. Let me create a new worksheet. Okay, my fresh worksheet. Now, when I have to take a cluster, remember one thing, very important. When you're taking a clustering, very important thing is some assumptions. It has to be a numeric or a continuous data. Numeric data. Second important thing, it should have no missing value. No missing value. Why it should not have a missing value? I will explain to you when I'm training on clustering, but this is very important. If you have missing value in your clustering, it will reject the R and Python will reject your analysis. So no missing value, numeric data. I'm just talking about two assumptions right now, because I'm teaching you on Tableau. So now I will pick up one measure, or I want to forecast, I want to see the cluster of sales, and according to my products subcategory, I want to see that who are my people, or which are my categories, which are my subcategories falling under different clusters. And cluster means all the people, all the products with a common behavior, with a common attributes, they will get into one segment. Like I have my age, Anand sir's age, we might get into one segment because we are of similar age. People, all the students over here, you might get into one segment. So similar behavior, similar relationship will get to different segments. So this is my data, and I go to analytics over here and I say cluster. I'm telling Tableau that please cluster my sale in line with the subcategory of the products. Where do there are so many subcategories, give me different segmentation. So I say cluster, I drag it over here, I just put it over here. Now I'm telling R that do it based on sales, and also do it based on take profit also. Take profit also. So when you're doing the clustering, take different factors and take quantity also. Now, based on these variables, based on these measures for the subcategory, I'm trying to create segments. So now automatically you have the option of giving number of clusters, or you can say automatic. Tableau will create number of clusters automatically. Okay, so automatically it's giving me 4 clusters. Okay, let's close it. Now I can see different colors. It's saying all these products, chairs, copiers, accessories, storage, all these products are coming in cluster 1. All the products, cluster 2 has bookcases, appliances, furnishings, suppliers, art, all these are cluster 2 based on sales, profit and quantity. So if my management wants to say that, you know what, give me sales and profit, everything based on certain segmentation. So this is what we will do. Cluster 3 has binders and papers. I can see only 2 products in my cluster 3. Cluster 4 also has only 2 products. Right? So this is how I see over here. But let me see. Let me play with the cluster. So if I drag this and I take it over here, and it gives me something to name. Okay, you can name it. So I'm just naming it. I'm naming the cluster. Subcategory, cluster. I'm just giving, a session. I'm just giving a name. So now I have named it. Now what I will do, I will open it and I want to see. I can group it, or I have many options. If I want to see edit group, I want to edit. I can see over here in cluster 1, I have accessories, chairs, copiers, phone storage. In cluster 2, I have appliances, art, books, and envelopes. In cluster 3, I have only binders and paper. In cluster 4, I have machines and table. So what I can do, I can also add these 2 in, make them in one cluster, rather than having another cluster for it. So we can add this one to cluster 2 or cluster 3. I can add it. However, we will see why we are not adding right now. So we can also, I can put it on the filter also. I can put it on the filter, and I want to see only cluster 1. So I'm looking at these, then cluster 1, cluster 2, whatever you want to see. At the same time, I can put more filters. You can play with a filter. Tableau and Power BI, these are the platforms. More you play like your mobile phone, more you learn and more interesting it becomes. But it's very easy, very easy. I can put a region as my filter. And I want to see, okay. And let me show in the filter. So I want to see all the clusters of just, central. So this is the sale of the clusters over here. So now that is fine. Now I want to see the same cluster on a map. Last week we had discussed how we draw a map. So now I can draw a cluster over here also. I bring the same sales. I go over here. I say cluster. And I bring the cluster over here. And let's say I bring profit also. So my map will actually give me a better look. Now I can say by default it's just giving me 2 clusters. And I'll tell you what happens if we make more clusters. Why it will fail. So now if you see this, it's giving me 2 clusters. The entire map has been divided into 2 clusters. If I want to just see 1 cluster, so I can see cluster 2. I want to see region-wise clustering. I want to see region-wise clustering. Show filter. So now I'm seeing all 5 regions, but just 2 clusters. I want to see only central and west. So now I'm seeing the 2 clusters of only 2 regions, that's central and west. So I can see this cluster just has California. Other 1 cluster has so many in group. So that's the way I can play with the clusters. Now let's see the reports which we learn, which we need to integrate with our analytics, our data science. That how does this, what happens if I don't know this part, I'll not be able to present it to my management. So let's see a report on clustering. So this cluster 2, let me put it over here only, no problem. I can put it over here, I can leave it over here. So I click this and I say, describe the clusters. Now this will give you some analytics. So I'm describing the clusters. Now, if you don't understand the outcome from R and Python that we will learn, if you don't understand all these outcomes, if you don't understand these outcomes, Tableau, the clustering on Tableau is of no use to you if you don't understand. Now it says variables, sum of sales, sum of profit we have taken. Number of clusters is giving me 2. Number of points 24. This is something to understand between group sum of squares. People who understand statistics will they will tell you. It means this is a variance, this is the variation between 2 groups, between 2 clusters, within groups of. So I will teach you when I'm teaching with the basic statistics, when I'm teaching you regression, when I'm teaching you ANOVA, I will teach you what is between and within group sum of squares. What is sum of squares? There's nothing but the variance, and which is the square of the standard deviation that we learned last week, something. Then total sum of square. We can only explain to the audience in a better way if we understand the concept of this statistics or the analytics that we are talking about. So now it says cluster 1 has 23 items, cluster 2 has 1. So why should I keep 1 in my cluster? It doesn't make any sense. So I may have to change it. Now let's see the model. This is my model. F statistics. You will not be able to explain if you don't understand F statistics, which will come from ANOVA. When we learn ANOVA, when we learn regression, I will teach you what is F statistics and what does it mean. It means we'll be able to tell the management whether my clustering is good or it's not good based on this. P-value. We have learned P-value. People who are learning with me, who have done a lot of courses and who are attending, they'll be able to tell you what is P-value. Abdullahi, can you just, in 2 lines, can you just interpret this? Just can you tell the team what is P-value? Just the definition. Abdullahi, sir, there from Nigeria.
Hello, boss.
Yeah. Can you just explain what is the meaning of P-value? Just in a very simple word, don't elaborate too much. What is P-value?
P-value is the significant value, or let me say, is the significant level.
The significance value of the significant level. So what does it indicate in terms of hypothesis testing? What does it tell you? Yes, whoever raised hand, please.
It indicates the like the error, because you cannot achieve 100% confidence level. So you are given like 5% error.
No.
Or
With the p-value of less than 0.0, are you rejecting the null hypothesis, or are you accepting, or you fail to reject the null hypothesis, or you want to know?
Yes, if the p-value is less than 0.05, we are going to reject the null hypothesis.
Okay, period, no problem. So that's what we wanted to hear. Okay, Tariq, you were saying something. Tariq from Malaysia? Sorry, Tariq from Sweden. Tariq from Sweden, yes, you were saying something.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing like Abdul said, that if the p-value is less than that, that defined a significant value, then we are going to reject the null hypothesis.
Excellent. And Arun, you were saying something?
No, I'm not saying, sir. You are saying, sir. You can ask me.
Oh, you raised your hand. I saw raise Lenovo or something anyway. No problem. So good. So all the why I'm trying to tell you this, that Tableau or Power BI, if you don't understand the interpretation of your statistical models, your Tableau lessons, your Tableau remains incomplete. The Tableau Power BI will remain incomplete. There's a lot to learn when you talk about Tableau, and especially when you have, now you can, edit your, I want to add, I want to remove the profit. Let me see how automatic clustering changes. Now, when I remove the profit, my clustering number has changed to 4. It has changed to 4 clusters. What happens if I add 6 clusters? Okay. Now, if you see the 6 clusters, it does not make sense because if I describe the clusters, you will see only 2 clusters, only 1 cluster has some number, good number, otherwise all are very, very small. So it doesn't make sense to make a cluster of 1 point or cluster of 1 person or 2 people. That's why I cannot go on increasing my clusters. It's better to have clusters with more and more people, more and more data values. And that's what we will learn when we learn clustering during our. Any question on this so far before I move to time series? It's very easy. Just drag and drop. It's not a very tough thing to do. Any question? Is it making sense? Am I making sense by saying that analysis or statistics is equally important when you are learning Tableau? Does it make sense?
It makes sense.
Other people? Tariq, does it make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
Yes,
Sure.
yes, it makes sense. Yes.
Abhishek Rahul? Abhishek Rahul?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's making sense and it's really helpful.
Anand sir, anything? Any comment? Anything from you? Or Vijesh?
Yes, sir, it's one of the major key things we should learn, I think, before get into this field.
So now hope you understand. Can you please go on mute? I hope you understand that just learning Tableau or Power BI will not make your data analyst. Does this give you an answer to what the market requires? And that is the reason why we are going through these free courses, to give you a hint that what the market needs from you and why you should not go in isolation with only Tableau or Power BI or SQL or only R or Python. Everything has to go hand in hand. If you're having a pizza, you must have certain sauces. You cannot have pizza without a sauce. Everything is a complementary. Everything is garnishing each other. Abhishek, Rahul, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Supin, Huda, are you
Yes,
getting it?
I have a question as well
Please.
before you go ahead.
Yeah.
So based upon, I see like 6 different clusters. So did you make these 6 different clusters, or does the system does it
No.
itself
I think
based upon?
you joined in late, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I edit this cluster, I put the 6. If I remove this, by automatically it'll give me 4 clusters based on this.
Okay, got it.
Automatically give me 4 clusters. Hold on. See, automatically give me 4 clusters. If I put some clusters 3, it'll give me 3 clusters. Yeah.
Perfect. Now I get it. Thank you.
Yeah, same thing. When we do it in R, when we do it in Python, we use different methods to see what is the maximum number of clusters that we can take, optimum number of clusters. There are different methods to find the optimum number of clusters, different calculations. Here in Python, Tableau is doing everything at the background. In R, we will be doing it. Okay, Supan?
Yeah, all good.
Okay. Abudin from Nigeria, anything from you? Any question? Any view? Any opinion? Are you learning? Adedayo?
Yeah, I'm following pretty well, I know.
Good.
Thank you.
Hey, James? John Martin? Are you okay? Fine.
Yes,
Sumita?
very
Sumita?
interesting.
Good, thank you. Sumita, is it making sense? Are you getting it? Do you understand?
Yes, but not fully because I missed earlier session.
So you have to, you have to cover up with the recordings. I cannot, recap everything of the last session because I have given you the recordings also. Now it is your duty to watch the videos.
Yes, I will do it definitely.
Yeah, when you watch the video, you can ask me questions on the WhatsApp. Ask questions on WhatsApp group. I will answer you. But I cannot revise all the past sessions, okay?
Yes, I have to watch all those videos.
No problem.
Okay.
Yogesh, any question?
No, sir, no questions.
Okay, so it means you have not understood anything, right? That's why you're not asking me a question.
No, sir, not like that.
Just joking.
Yes, sir.
Anup, I have one question to ask. You mentioned that we will be doing clustering in R as well. So if we have Power BI tools like Power BI doing it already, so in practical, like in the job, why would we need like R or such tools to do the same job?
Sorry, your voice is breaking, Tariq. Could you repeat the question?
Yeah, I said that if Power BI is doing the same job, like making clusters automatically and makes us the job easy, why we would do it in like why the Python or R would be required to do it like a lot of work, which is more like yeah.
On R, I'm saying that if we are doing everything on Power BI, why do we need a R or Python, right?
Yeah.
See, in Tableau or Power BI, whatever you're doing, you don't understand what is happening in the background. R and Python, you are doing it everything yourself. You are learning analytics over there. Because you're learning analytics over there, that is why you're being able to interpret the outcome on Tableau or Power BI. Tableau or Power BI is not telling you the parameters it has used. Tableau or Power BI is doing everything on its own by just taking your data. Whereas on R or Python, you're doing it for the business, and business may require different parameters, business may require different stages. So you have to give the solution according to the business. You understand? Tableau or Power BI are done not enough to present analytics. You have to do everything on R and you have to present it on Tableau. You have to analyze everything on R and you have to present it on Tableau or Power BI. You get it? Is it clear? Tariq?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
So
Okay,
Anup using
using
R and Python help us to manipulate the data to align with the business significance.
Of course. Okay, so now we move to time series. And let me explain the time series also very basic in a few words. What is time series? Wherever you go for market, in the data analytics, trust me, maximum institutes, most of the institutes, they will not even talk about the time series to you. They will not even touch time series. Time series is a vast topic and it is quite difficult. So they will not even talk to you on the time series. do it because I know what the market wants. I want to prepare you for the next 3 years rather than prepare you for this year. So when I train people, I want to train you keeping in mind that what will be the requirement in the next 3 years, and not just preparing you for 1 year, and then after 2 years you are again downgraded and you say, my God, again no job. I didn't study. So you have to keep next 3 to 5 years in mind when you are training someone. Okay. Time series as the time and a series. It means my data has a date. My data, my variable, my column has a date. It can be 1/1/2023, 1/2/2023, and so on, so forth, so on. Okay, it can go up to years and years and years. So when my time has a series of dates, or months, or weeks, what we are trying to do, let's say my date or my data is from January 1 to 2020 to December 31, 2023 and 22. I have so many data values, data points in my variable, in my column. It means I have 365 over here, 365 values in 2021 and 365 in 2020. Approximately, approximately 1,000 values, approximately 900 values I have. Now, what I'm telling Tableau or Power BI or Python, that please forecast for next 3 months. Forecast my volume, forecast my call volume or revenue or customer satisfaction for next 3 months. So what happens in time series based on the past data? Based on the past data, or Python or Tableau, Power BI, what they will see, they will establish some relationship, which is also called autocorrelation. They will, why it's called autocorrelation over here? Because I just have one variable. I just have one variable, date, and this is my sale. I just have one variable and just 2 columns. So now, when it's trying to find some relationship between, from the past in the same series, that is why, it is more of the autocorrelation. Now, when I have 4 or 5 variables, sale, profit, discount, quantity, there it finds some relationship. There will be some correlation. There will be some correlation when there are 4 or 5. When I have just one series over here, it finds some autocorrelation. Now, based on the autocorrelation, it will try to forecast for the next 3 months, 2 months, or whatever periods that we are looking for. And when it gives you a forecast, it'll give you a forecast with an interval. So let's say I'm forecasting my sales for October to December 2023. So I'm forecasting everything based on my past 2 years. So it might say that for October, my sale could be 200 to 225. For December, it could be 200 to 250. Similarly, October, November, December, it'll give me some forecast with some interval. And it will tell me that how close is my forecast with my actual data. So the difference between my actual value and my forecast is my error, is a gap, which we will learn when we learn time series on R and Python. We will learn what is time series all about. So this is the concept of the time series that I'm giving you, and let's see on Tableau. Similarly, I will show you on Power BI. So once you see on Tableau, Power BI is very easy. I mean, you see it on Tableau, you see it on Power BI. It won't take you much time to understand the ideas, to understand the concept first. So let's say this is my data. Let me remove everything from here. Okay, let me clear my. I've cleared the sheet. So now when I know the time series, I need one measure, and I need sales. So let me see sales, because I need to forecast something, right? In order to forecast, I need something, one measure. So it is sales. I take sales on my row, and I have to have date. Because I said time series, I have to have a date. So I say the order date. Now, remember one thing. When you take the order date, if it is blue, if it is showing blue, if you click this, you see the year is on this part. What happens if I put the year over here? See the difference. It will change. See the difference. 2011, 2012, 2014, 15. Look at the expansion. And now if I put it back to this one, it will change. It has shrunk to this. So one takes the dimension of, we'll explain this when I explain the time series. I'll explain why this happens, what is the difference between the two. Now, if I click this, I can see the different quarters. Now, since I've done this, if I go to analytics, it'll give me forecast. I can see forecast. Even if I come here, if I do this, or it might give me somewhere the forecast. No, it's not giving me over here. So I come to analytics and I say forecast. I click this over here, I drag it over here, and I say forecast. Now, the moment I say forecast, you can see by default, it is giving me a forecast for next 5 quarters. By default, Tableau will give you a forecast for next 5 quarters. It means it is predicting my sale for next 5 quarters with interval, and this is 95% confidence interval. At 95% confidence interval, it's saying that my forecast can go from 350,000 and it can come down to this number. It can come down to this. You see the light blue area. So this is too vast. This is too vast an interval. It means my forecast is not that good. So, however, how we'll reduce, how we'll improve the forecast, we cannot learn over here. We will learn it when we are learning on time series on R Python, the statistical side. Then we will learn how to improve the forecast. That is one part. Now, I click this and I say, all right. Take it over here. I said describe. What happens if I describe my forecast? Same thing, we give you some models. It says continuous measure, valid. I can change, I can do some calculative field, I can write very basic code on this. But what happens if I change this to this format and see how it's changing? You can play with it. You have a lot of options. I want to put some basic code, I want to change some calculation. I can do that. Now, if I, where's my forecast? If I click somewhere over here and I say forecast, it will give you some options. I say forecast option, or let's say describe the forecast first. So when I describe the forecast, same thing, you will see the statistical interpretation. If I don't understand this, if I don't understand, then why do I need to ignore last one quarter? What is the seasonal pattern? This 4-quarter cycle. I need to understand the seasonality in my forecast. This will come when I'm understanding the analytics, when I'm learning on R or Python. Then you also understand that why I take 4 or 5 quarters, why not 4 quarters? Then change from initial. What is the change from this quarter to this one 0? What is the seasonal effect? High and low. Very important. High means, you see this light blue color, it is as high, and you can see the lower one. Then contribution. What is a trend? You remember we had done in the first section that how do we identify a trend in my data? Then what is the season? What is the quality? I mean, the quality is okay when the model is okay. If I have to change this as a percentage, I can change everything as percentage. But thing is, I need to understand how to interpret this. I look at the model. My model says level multiplicative. What is multiplicative? What is additive? If I go to my R and I say I want to learn time series, and if I just follow. So if I see over here, I can see that what is here. You can see this multiplicative. I will teach you what is multiplicative. If I see this, what is multiplicative, I will get all my concept, I'll get all my understanding of multiplicative, additive, whatever it is, I will get it from here. I will teach you the entire time series from here so that then you understand what my time series on Tableau Power BI, what it is talking about. Otherwise, if you don't understand, you will not understand what is RMSE, root mean sum square error. What is MAE, mean absolute error. MSE, MAP, which one should I look at to say whether my model is good or not? What is AIC? How good, how low should my AIC be? What is the alpha value, beta value, gamma value that my Tableau is telling me? If I don't understand my time series in my R and Python or analytics as an analyst, then all these things are like Greek for me. I will not be able to move ahead. I'll not be able to explain to my audience, and I'll be just like, hey, Maya's guys, okay, just, you know what, I'm just creating something on my Tableau, but I don't understand anything. For this, what will happen? They will ask someone else, a data analyst to understand all these things, or data scientist, they will ask them to come and explain this. What will happen if you are now? It means you're not going to grow. But if you understand this also, it means you have a better and secure job for yourself. That now I'm doing everything. I'm not just doing a job of a Tableau MIS guy. I'm also doing a job of a data scientist on Tableau. You're adding value to yourself in the market. You're adding value to yourself in your boardroom, in the meeting room, and your CEO, your management will appreciate you for your knowledge on this. Is a wow, as a data analyst, you understand this also. You understand, you are being able to explain everything as a data analyst. That's excellent. And that's the place where I want to take you guys. I don't want to just take you by teaching, okay, Tableau on this, okay. I know basics. No. If you want to reach somewhere, reach with perfection. Reach where people can offer you a salary of 60 to 70,000 rupees just as a data analyst role. Don't go for 15 to 20,000 training. No, go for a training where you can achieve a salary of 60 to 70,000, and that's how I prepare my people. I don't believe in this. After learning data analyst role, Tableau, Power BI, so many things, and then you're still hunting for a job worth 10,000 out of 15,000, 20,000, 25,000. You're happy about it? No. Why? Tableau, Power BI, SQL, data analysis, time series, everything, and you are fit in the market to get a minimum salary of getting around 60 to 70,000, 80,000 rupees per month, even as a beginner. That's my guarantee. That's how I know the market. That's how I prepare my people. So this is very important, guys. Very important. Now, let's get to this. Now, I click this. I go to forecast. I say forecast options. How do I change I can change my forecasting over here also on my Tableau, provided I understand the concept of time series, understand the working behind it. So now I say, okay, aggregate by automatic quarters or anything. Ignore the first last or the last two. You will only do it when you understand whether, see, the moment you do this, you can see a change over here. How many quarters to ignore? Not ignore, you need to understand. Fill in the missing values with zeros. Now, forecast model. I take it automatic or I take automatic with seasonality. If I take it with seasonality, you must understand what is seasonality. See the change. If I take it with seasonality, you can see the interval has moved. If I take it automatic, I can see the change. Now you want to predict at 95%, 90%, 99%, it depends. What level of risk, what level of significance value you want to take as a risk for your business. You need to understand this. Then, if I take this, let's say I'm taking custom, it will give me a trend. Do I have a trend? My trend is additive or multiplicative. If I don't understand this, I will not be able to put it. I need to understand what is additive, what is multiplicative. Hence, I need to be a Tableau champion, Power BI champion. I also need to be a data analyst champion. I must understand the two together. Only then I'll be able to give an additive. If I see additive, you can see the change. If I see season, yes, additive, you can see the change. Wow. If I say multiplicative, both. If I say multiplicative, you can see the change. If I say both multiplicative, this will be the best. This might give the best result. So that is the custom. If I go with automatic, it will give you a different one. So this is, now I might also see the forecast option. Let me. Now, I want to show you something else, that what is the actual versus prediction. So I say, anyway, let me not take that part. You'll be, it'll be too much for you. So I can drop a trend line. Actually, my fit line should be going this way, but it is deviating. It should have minimum deviation. So this is a forecast on Tableau. Similarly, I will show you on Power BI sometime when we start with the Power BI. And there's a lot on Tableau that you can learn. Then next time I'll be showing you something different, some other analysis. You can see a lot of analysis, and you can do the lot of statistical part you can do, a lot of analytics you can do from here itself. There's a lot to learn on Tableau or Power BI, and you can do, and I will also teach you calculated fields, some basic codings on Tableau. How do we create a parameter to see, I want to see only my top 10, I want to see only my top 5. So based on this, we'll create some parameters. How to create those parameters, how to calculate some fields. We will learn them on Tableau, Power BI both. So data analyst course, guys, if someone is telling you that, I can finish in 2 months or just 3 months with online something without a live session, without a mentor giving a live session, trust me, you will not be able to complete your data analyst course with perfection. Just giving you someone is giving you videos online, you can learn on yourself. No, live session is very, very important for any sort of training. Any sort of training, even if it's a small training, a live session with a trainer is important. Any question before we call it a day? I have a festival, so I have to go and attend. Supin, any question?
All good, Anu.
Did you find it interesting?
Yes, definitely it was.
Samuel Rodanot? Samuel, are you there? Half the people have just
I have a
logged in.
question.
Yeah, please.
It's possible to see in the screen the percentage of the forecast?
Person?
Yeah, the percentage of the reliability of that forecast.
Yeah. Let's see, we have a lot of options. Okay, we have a lot of options. You can say, if I said forecast, okay, and if I try to put it on the, you can see this?
Okay, yeah.
Everything is there. Everything is there. If I want to see in percentage, I can see in percentage. Everything is there.
Okay.
Any other question, guys?
Thanks.
So I hope, John, I hope you are enjoying the sessions. I hope you will gain some benefits out of this.
Very interesting. Enjoy it.
Yeah. Vijesh, who is BS? Who is BS? BS?
Yes, Mr. Anup, BS here, Bilal.
Bilal from?
From Saudi.
From Saudi. Okay, Bilal. I could not read your name. That's why. Really sorry.
I just want to know how can I access the previously recorded lectures, because I just joined halfway and I need to fill in the gaps.
See, Bilal, every day I'm updating you with the PDF. The PDF has all the links for the videos, everything. Also my group information, okay, on our WhatsApp group information, it has the video, it has the links. And moreover, after completing the session, when did you join the group?
Okay, I just joined today.
Today. So even in the evening, I had sent you the PDF, okay, and moreover, you can just scroll up, or you can ask someone, please, Abdullahi, can you please help BS, Bilal with the PDF that I keep sending with the groups and with the links. Abdullahi. So guys, any question, if you have any query, any support you need, you can please connect with Abdullahi, who is also part of the group, and he's also my learner from Nigeria. He's also worked with me in Nigeria, and we are closely associated. He's my representative of my company in Nigeria. So please connect with him. You can send him a message in the group, and Sometimes what happens, I'm not available, I'm occupied, so he will help you, okay?
Appreciate it. Much appreciated.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm always active, but sometimes what happens if I'm occupied, something might, but anyway, we always ensure you guys that my team or we will respond to you for whatever queries you have. We will respond to you within 10 to 15 minutes. Until unless, I have just gone to sleep, that's a different thing. My team is not available, but we respond to you within 10 to 15 minutes. That is a timeline that we have, promised with everyone. It doesn't matter you are in the US, you are in Canada, you are in India, it doesn't really matter, but we will respond to you within 15 to 20 minutes.
Understood. Appreciate it.
Okay, anyone? Abhishek, how did you find the session? Is it going to work for you in your role?
Yes, sir, it's very interesting. Definitely, as I know Tableau, I can create the dashboard, but the things you are teaching, that the small things that you're teaching, that's very interesting. And that's first time I heard that. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah, so all these things will come, Abhishek, around when you learn the analytics. If your analytics or your analysis is clear, statistical analysis clear, your Tableau becomes a value add to you.
Right, sir. Absolutely right.
Okay. And
Right, sir.
Sumita, anything from you?
Nothing as of now, because I am very new to this kind of
Don't worry.
topic.
See, for me, nobody's new. The moment you're in the group, you're not new, you have to become old. And you have to fight with me, you have to engage me, you have to trouble me. Every 15 minutes, you keep troubling me so that I make you old. It's my responsibility to make you old. Don't always say I'm new. I don't like hearing this word. I'm new.
No, not that we're new to the teaching. I mean, your session. It's like I am right now in Finland and I am traveling back to Mumbai. So that's why a little bit busy,
It's okay, whatever it is. Please ask for support. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Thank you.
And so now, just finally, before I close, I just repeat that from next week or something, I'll be rolling out this talented 10 criteria where I'll be grooming 10 people, the 10 top 10. I'll be grooming top 10 from the scratch, from zero to hero, and I'll be taking them to the industry, and I'll be rolling out the criteria at 0 fee, 100% free. There'll be 10 people who will be getting mentored, they'll be getting groomed under my mentorship from the zero, from the scratch to the industry, and I will ensure that I put you in the right company, right growth, and I'll be sharing the criteria, and I'll be sharing the selection process. It is not free, it is free, but selection process will be tough. I'll be selecting out of 200 people.
Sir,
Okay,
I
guys?
have
Sorry?
one question.
Okay. What is the criteria for this one?
Okay. I had explained in the beginning. You can watch the recording. Okay, please go on mute.
Okay.
So I had explained in the beginning. You can watch the recording. I'm saying the top talented 10. The name is talented 10. In all my sessions that we have had so far, I need to see at least 75% of the attendance. In case people joined in late, I will see the recording they have heard. I can see everything from my YouTube or my platform, whether how many hours or how many minutes they have spent on my platform watching the videos of the past sessions. Then I'll be putting some quizzes. You have to score a score of 85% minimum, and the quiz will be based on all the sessions that we have had so far. Then we will have a group discussion. Based on the group discussion, we will have the selection shortlisting. And then out of all these, we will have those 10 people. And we will start the training from 1st of October or first week of October. And we will have around 16 to 18 weeks of training, live sessions, one-on-one assignments, quizzes, interview preparation, hardcore, industry exposure, talking to industry experts, and finding a suitable job for you, and preparing for the interview. Everything. That's my responsibility. I take the ownership. Okay? So let's see how many people are interested or how many people are just saying, you know what, I'm committed, I want to move to data science, I want to transition. But when given an opportunity, how many people actually are interested, that will be seen from the criteria. Otherwise, I can have 200 people, 300 people in my group are not interested. Not interested, 200 people, 300 people. People who are not interested, people who don't find it good, people who don't have time at all, they can please drop out. They can leave the group, give other people a chance. I'm strict, I'm stringent. If I'm investing money in you, definitely I'll expect the best from you. I'm not asking for any money, but I expect your time, expect your dedication and your commitment. That's it. Okay, guys, thank you very much for your time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Thank you for this good session.
Good
And I
evening.
really look forward to.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Anup.